Another fine morning. Right, one of the problems about demolishing a house by hand is the waste. Now, we could burn this massive wood pile, but then you've got to keep an eye on it. It takes absolutely ages, like hours, and then there's the fire risk, upset neighbours. So I'm basically going to handball all that onto the van and take it to the local tip, which is only a few minutes away, which in the end of the day will just take me a couple of hours and then it's done. So I'm going to do that now. The joy. Load number one, no point overfilling it. Load number two, that pile is a lot smaller. That pile is getting a lot bigger. Right, I'm going to drop that off now. I'm going to go back up on the roof and start stripping that again. Right, back up on the roof. Another gorgeous day. Getting towards the end of October now. Right, oversized safety specs, check. Crowbar and Gertbig hammer, check. Wooden floor to be ripped up, check. Let's do this. But that was nice and pain free. I was hoping we would wiggle around a little bit and then they'd come out. Okay, I'm going to have to smash them out from the other side as well. They're obviously too far over. I've literally just put down a sledgehammer after about an hour's non-stop work. I am exhausted. Right, I just took down 2.5 courses of blocks which were holding those beams down, which now means they're all ready to come down. It's as simple as just pinging them off, so watch this space. Right, there's always an easy way and a stupid way. I'm notoriously known for being stupid, so I'm going to do it the stupid way first, obviously. Maybe work on that with an easy way without hitting it. I'm going to move you. Never a good idea to copy what I do, so I'm just reckless, but I find it amusing, and I'm confident in my stupid abilities. Right, let's get all these cleared out of the way and come back when it's done. Right, that's all that wood nicely stacked away, because that will come in useful for something later on, but there you go. I think when I'm back here next, all the doors and all the windows are go. Digger's still in bits, it got broke again, someone tipped it over. So I'm still patiently waiting. It's starting to get a bit frustrating now though, I must admit. I spoke to someone who has got a digger, but it's £300, or 300 euros for the day, which is a lot of money. So I think I might have to be patient. Anyway, next clip, see you soon. Okay, we're back down the house. So I come down here the other day, and the GoPro wasn't charged, so a little bit of work's been done which you haven't seen. Basically, that is where the meter now is. We contacted the energy supplier and we explained that we were doing the renovation on the property and we needed to move it. They said they would basically come out and do it for over 500 euros, which is obviously an absolute rip-off. And the issue we had is they have these special safety tabs on there to basically stop people tampering. So if I'd have just come along and undone them, when they come to do the meter reading, we can then get accused and prosecuted for tampering with the meter. I'd already been pre-warned by another electrician about that, so we were a bit nervous about causing any issues. They said we could also contact an electrician and he could come and do it for us. Now obviously we all know what Sparkies charge, a lot just for a call out. So I very cleverly, and this is the very cleverly good bit, I was very proud of myself for thinking of this. It was like, well, if I can't undo the screws and disturb the tabs, what's the alternative? So I smashed the wall down. So the meter was on the other side of that. So I literally, very carefully, just smashed and banged until I could lift the whole meter off the wall, and then I just routed it all the way back and mounted it on the tree. Covered it in a nice bit of polythene, made it all nice and weather tight, and there's a little bit of room next to it to put a temporary board in. So that's the only thing we need to get sorted, so we've got electricity down here again. Also, as you can now see, we have no front door. The last windows were taken out. That door was removed. This house is ready 100% for demolition. I've been trying my hardest to get as much stuff done as I could whilst I waited for the digger, and now I'm at the point of it, I can't do no more. Like literally there is nothing else to do apart from digger work. The digger was coming to me, literally it was getting loaded onto the trailer just the other day and the radiator blew. It's now out of my hands as always, so someone needs to repair the radiator and then it gets delivered to me. So when that is, I don't know. Extremely frustrating. I need to get these footings put in and the slab done before January really, because once January hits over here you just get constant rain and cold weather, and obviously the last thing we want to do is, you know, spend a few grand on concrete and only have it damaged. So this is the issue I have. This ground needs totally clearing, leveling to match that level, and then the footings put in all the way round. All of this needs pulling down and moving over to there, because that's what we're going to do with it. We're just going to take the building down, move it over to there, grade it all out, and then the earth we dig from there we'll put over the top, so that'll make it all disappear. But that is the problem, it is all digger work. There's literally no point me doing it by hand, because it's just back-breaking work. It would take, I just wouldn't even want to hazard a guess. And I might as well just go off and earn some money elsewhere, or just sit with my beautiful family and enjoy life, because I'm in a position where I can do that. There's a little bit of work that needs doing here, but same again, I can just use the digger to do it. You know, the fence has got to come down, this has all got to be moved, but it's just a small amount of time in the digger as opposed to, you know, really stressing and getting it done. Just got to turn the water off. So I've just come down the house just to basically I was bored. I just thought I'd come down the house with a saw and cut that tree back because it needs to be done. This whole area is going to be getting cleared. We're going to keep the trees because, you know, they're always nice to have in the garden. That bush should be going, but we thought, you know, just to give me something to do, and it needs doing, I'll cut this tree back. I'm not going to film it though because it's not that exciting. Anyway, next video will hopefully be me with a big smile on my face sitting in a digger.